Hi everybody, this is Cruiser again. Today, we're going to be showing you a new phone that was relatively new being advertised by our friends at Trac Fone. This is the LG430G. It's an L430G. It's a flip phone. It's a track phone. It's got Bluetooth. It's got the 1.3 megapixel VGA type camera. And that's about it. If you'll notice, on the inside of this here, we have the battery compartment. You have the sticker for the serial number, and you also have the SIM card. Normally, if you have a camera, that you can hook up a cable to, USB cable, you would have, right about where that light's at right there, a micro SD card that you can use to store pictures on. This one, my friends, doesn't have one. Okay, so what that means to you is that when you take a picture, it gets stored on the internal memory. And the way we transfer that off, if you want to print it up or have it for people to see, besides using your phone, you would have to use a Bluetooth device or a wireless, which is usually a Bluetooth compatible printer. You would have to marry your phone to the printer. In other words, you have to get the frequencies there. You have to learn them. And then you have to transfer by Bluetooth your photo to the printer or to a computer or to wherever you want to go to that's going to be able to print up that picture. It's a hassle. Okay? So you don't have that. Other things too I don't like about this phone, and you can tell right now, I don't like this phone. The backing plate. Notice, the backing plate has got several of these little locking tabs. One there, one there, one there. There was one there, I broke it off by accident. One there, and all over the place. When this goes on, it lines up with places in here. Once this backing plate is on, it's very difficult to get it off. I have to use a screwdriver, little mini screwdriver, and I have to kind of pry up, and that's how I broke one of those little tabs off. You're asking, why do you have to pull that off? Well, every now and then you might have to change the battery out if you keep this thing long enough. You might have to take it out if you go on an airplane. Some places you go, they want you to take off the back so you can see the inside of the camera. If you can't pull that back off, you're going to lose the phone when you go through the security. And there's just other things. This one lines up, as you can see, with the brass tabs along with the connectors. But this one does not have a little niche, alignment tab, as I call it. So this can just, any old way at all, you can put it in upside down, you can put it backwards. And unless you're actually looking what you're doing, you put this backing plate on, your camera's installed incorrectly, now you're screwed. Let's go ahead and put this backing plate on, and I'll show you what I mean by it's not that easy to work with. That was not a click. There we go. That's a click. Now it's on there. See? Once it's on, you can get it off. This one here is like I mentioned, that one tab is broken off. Very hard to do. Let's go ahead now, let's flip this open. And to turn it on, as all other track phones are, the red, which is the end, is also your power key. I'll press that for approximately 1 second on this one. It's pretty quick. 1. And it powers up. There we go. And it's on. It'll go to the front screen in just a minute. I hope this comes out good because I can see where my light indicator, my camera's changing from light to dark. As you can see on there, there's a clock in the front there. You do have your scrolling time that goes by. It tells you how many minutes you got left and also the date when it's good to. Now I'll show you some more points to this phone. Navigation pad. You push the navigation pad back or down, and that gets the alarm clock going. So you can play with that to get the alarm clock where you want it to be at. I'm hitting the red stop button there, and that gets me back to the very beginning again. I'm going to push it forward, and that gets you into your texting, to where you can text a message. Push it off to the right. That's for your volume control, for your sound, your ringtones, and all of those that you want to set. You can customize it to your whatever you want it to be at. And to the left, games. That's the games that come with the phone. I don't have time to play games. With this phone I have to. Okay, up here, again, you've got this up here to the left. Now you got messaging. So you got it under twice. This is the way it comes from the store. Now, one thing I do like about this phone, which is one of the few things, is you can, on the settings, okay, you're able to customize what you want to have those things do. So you're able to change it. Most phones you can't. All right. The center one, of course, brings you to the prepaid. That's pretty quick. And your camera is over here on the right. Just push that one time. Turn everything off here. Press that, and it sets up your camera. And it works the same as the other cameras do. Now watch the lights on the keypad. They go out pretty quick. About 5 seconds, and they're gone. Imagine you're outside in the dark. It's dark outside. The phone rings. You answer it. You open it up because you want to dial somebody. You dial the number. You start talking. You pull it back down. And now you got a phone where those are dark. How are you going to see where you're going? You can't. Other phones that you've got, okay, they go out too, but they stay on for longer periods. You can set them for 5, 10, 15, up to 20 seconds. Some of them you can go up to 30 seconds for. This one you can't. There's no way to set it. Clock on the outside, you can see that. On the far, see now, it's the same thing. It goes out really quick. So I can't even tell you what all is on the front. But it gives a signal strength, gives you battery strength. If your Bluetooth's on, the Bluetooth indicator. On the right side, lets you know if you have volume on or if you're muted. And there's a little thing that looks like it's for a voicemail, but it's always on. When you are texting something, it turns into like an envelope. So it's like an indicator for communication. Right now, I guess it means it's standing by for a call. On the left side of the phone, you've got your volume control, up and down. That's how you can also turn on the lights, so you can see what's going on instead of opening it up. And they don't last very long at all. On the right side, you're trying to lift this up like you do any other phone, track phone. To plug in your battery charger, you have to go from the front and lift it up. Okay, doesn't have that fingernail thing. Okay, other phones you can plug in a USB cable, and you can download from on your SD card, micro SD card, or you can upload to the card so you can play MP3s, you can your movies back and forth, your everything. This one you can't. What's it there for? It's just for charging. You cannot download from the phone. If you try and put a driver on your computer, driver will be installed, but that's about it. Nothing else is going to work. Notice also on the outside. Okay, if it's on here, okay, I don't know where it's at, but other phones have like a receptacle that you can plug in a jack for a wireless headset, or even for a hearing aid. This one doesn't have it. On the cruiser scale of 1 to 5, and I always give these phones good. I like Trac Fone, I really do. I do not work for Trac Fone again. I do not endorse the company, whatever else. This is just showing the products and putting my mark of whatever on them. This one, okay, I'm going to give 1 star. And that 1 star is for, you can use this phone as a self-defense weapon. Okay? If somebody comes up you don't like, pick it up and you throw it at them. That's the only thing that this phone is good for. I do not like it. The navigation key is like a triangle, very hard to use. The lights don't stay on. It's just, and it doesn't have the features that I want. I bought it for my wife to replace her LG430G, but I'm not going to do it. So this one is destined for either the garbage can, or I'll use up the minutes, and I'll use it for whatever else. Anyway, Cruiser, out.